Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. We had a nice cold front move through last night, though it didn't change our temperatures all that much. We still got up into the mid 80s for today, but we are going to start to see that humidity come down as we go throughout the next few hours, overnight tonight, and then especially by tomorrow. But it did also clear out the rain in the area. In fact, we didn't really see any rain except for a few showers over the Gulf of Mexico. All of us in the inland locations, though, did not see anything in the way of rainfall. Now, we do have a cold front. This is that cold front that moved through last night. This has just moved into the Gulf of Mexico now, but on the backside of it, there's plenty of dry air, and you can see that really well on water vapor imagery. All this red and the gold showing up here, that's very dry air in the atmosphere, and that's limiting certainly the rain and even some of the cloud cover development, though, back behind this cold front. I'll tell you where it's not dry air, and that's here inside Hurricane Michael. All of these greens and blues, that's very, very moist air, dumping a lot of heavy rain and no doubt causing a lot of damage in this area. So let's get you caught up on the latest with Hurricane Michael. Now a Category 3 storm, so winds have come down to 125 miles per hour. Pressure is still very, very low, so it's still a very strong storm, even as it continues to move on up now into Georgia. But it made landfall around Panama City earlier today. In fact, just to the south of Panama City in a town called Mexico Beach. That is about the approximate location of landfall. The time was about 1 o'clock, so it was just after lunchtime. Those winds were at 155 miles per hour, so just 2 miles an hour below Category 5 strength. And then that pressure at 919 millibars, that is even lower than the pressure of Hurricane Katrina when it moved into Louisiana. So believe it or not, this storm was just a powerful monster that continued to strengthen as it moved closer and closer to the coast. We are going to continue to watch it move on off to the northeast through Georgia and the Carolinas over the next 24 to 48 hours before eventually exiting off into the Atlantic, and then it won't be of any concern anymore, but there's still going to obviously be a lot of damage left from this. Back here at home, though, let's talk about what's going to be influencing our weather, and as we get into the weekend, we're going to start to watch some cold fronts off to our north. In fact, 2 of them are going to develop. This back one is going to overtake the front one, though, as we head into Sunday, and that's going to bring in a nice shot of fall feeling air. In fact, temperatures are going to be down in the 60s by the time we hit Monday of next week, thanks to this cold front. This is going to be that first taste of fall that we just haven't quite had yet. Until then, though, it's going to be plenty warm. Temperature tomorrow morning around 69 degrees, so that lower humidity is going to allow that temperature to fall just a tad more. But we're still going to warm up into the mid 80s for the afternoon with mostly sunny skies, and that low humidity is going to stick around all day long. So it is at least going to feel a little bit better for tomorrow, just not quite cool enough. So here's your 7-day forecast. We're going to really watch temperatures rise as we go throughout the next 3 days. 84 degrees for tomorrow, then up to 87 by Friday. And then Saturday, we actually make it back up to 90 degrees with lots of humidity returning to the area. So we're going to watch the breezy conditions come in right off the Gulf for Saturday. And then as we get into Sunday, the breeze continues to stick around and we still stay very, very warm. So the weekend is by no means going to be any sort of cool. By the time we hit Sunday afternoon and into the evening, that cold front's going to start marching into central Texas. Then as we get into Monday morning, I think that's when it finally blows through South Texas, and we're going to watch the temperatures pretty much hang out in the upper 60s for Monday and Tuesday. And I do think it's very possible that the strength of this cold front could mean that Monday we hit that 69 earlier in the day, and then it begins to fall throughout the rest of the day. So a very cool start to next week with those rain chances going to be at least in the isolated threshold for Monday through next Wednesday. Drew, back to you.
Thank you, Cole. Well, the Gregory